Dum 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 dum
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Yes, that's right. We are back. My name is Siggi, and with me, as always, is Bjarni.
Yay! Hey guys.
How are you doing today, Bjarni?
I'm awesome.
That's good. We've got a couple new things on our first episode in a while.
Yeah.
One is a graphics thing, and we will get into that later, and one is the squad thing.
We're going back to analog.
Analog, yeah.
Yep. We're going from digital to analog. We're gonna be playing games on tables actually.
Yep.
And we'll see more analog stuff coming up.
Yep. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the top 4 lists from Worlds, and we're going to put them in the hands of players who have not played or practiced it much, and see how they fare with it.
Yeah.
And for our first match, we have Paul Heaver's winning list. He won it for the third time. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. Incredible.
Incredible.
Unbelievable and
Yep.
incredible.
Incredible. Okay, so we're going to pit this list against not a Silver Bullets list, just something that we can see in the meta. And today we have versus Paul list, we have Das Render with Crackshot, Outrider, Heavy Laser Cannon and an Intel Agent, and then 2 TLTs, Y-Wings, one with a stress bot. And do you want to run us over Paul's list?
Yeah, we have Poe with Veteran Instincts, R2D2 and Auto Thrusters. And then we have a Bandit, and then basically the same setup of the Y-Wings.
Stress bots and TLTs.
Yep.
So for this match we selected 2 of Iceland's greatest player. So I will be playing Dash and
I will be playing
Paul's list.
Paul's list.
Yeah. So let's get into the match.
I'm sad I didn't get to go with you guys to Worlds. I should have taken the time for it.
Next year, buddy. Next year.
Shout out to everybody that went to Worlds and met Siggi and had fun with Kauri and all the Icelandic guys.
Yep.
And girl.
And girl, yeah. So let's check out the match. So here we are. Bjarni is playing from the top and I am playing from the bottom. We decided to scale down a bit on the graphics, and we set up multiple cameras instead to capture the dice and the ships, shields and stuff like that. The reason for that is the incredible work that goes into doing the graphics, and we're trying to do more time playing the game and less time producing the videos, and in exchange we think we will be producing more videos. So yep. I think it's a win, but if you guys think the other way is better, please let us know in the comments, and we will probably not care. No.
Nah.
We'll see how it does.
Yeah. I think we've come up with a solution where we can actually display everything we want analogically.
Yeah. There might be a few hiccups. You see a bit of a flare on the cards. We're working on that. We recorded 2 games, and it's back to the drawing board to try to figure out how best to do it. But as it stands, we quite like this setup.
Yeah, and if you're hosting an event and want to fly us in and have us do a live commentary and stuff like that, we can actually do that now.
Yes. So Bjarni set up in his left corner and I set up in mine. Slow moving the Y-Wings, and Bjarni raises his Y-Wings. We will see. We might see some shooting in turn 2 even.
My thought there was not the most strategic to wait and see what you were going to do, but it was just to save batteries on the camera. But I think it's a good strategy sometimes to just go all in and not worry too much about how your opponent will eventually set up, especially when you got a turret squad.
Yeah. Although only one Y-wing on each side has the TLT that can shoot
Yeah.
the 360. I think people will have to take a bit care with stress spot that only shoots in this front firing arc.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's Bjarni's leftmost on the screen, and it's my rightmost on the screen, the front one. That's the one that have the TLTs and the stress spot. We have been talking about some ideas to better show which ship is which, and I think we've come up with a way. And in future episodes, it will be clearer which ship is which.
Yep.
So I turn my Y-wings in, hoping to get some stress off on Poe. He's gonna be my primary target in this game. This is another thing we've been experimenting with, having a side camera also. You can let us know if you like to see this point of view also. The main thing will be shown in our trademark bird's eye view though.
Yep.
I decided to play a bit aggressive with Das and try to get him behind Bjarni's squad there. I played 2 TLTs in my worlds list, and in my experience I just melted Das and the YT 2400, so I was trying to be careful of at least not getting shot by
Everything
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. Yeah, I like both lists. The 4 ship lists, I think it's got a little bit more hull to get through.
Yeah, and also with R2D to regenerate shields, it's a very strong list that Paul built.
Yeah. And then I played this list in our league, and I discovered that I was not very good at it.
Okay.
At all, because I lost.
You lost, yeah. Putting 1 damage on Poe with my stress spot, but more importantly 2 stresses. So unfortunately the other one is out of range, I think. Just barely.
Yeah.
Bjarni's own stress spot Bjarni decides to stress me once. We decided to have a talk about it, and we felt that there was no need to stress my Y-wing even more than that. And I think it's the right choice. Once it gets to 3 stress, it's probably never going to lose those.
Yeah, and if you have a comment about that we don't have our dice in our boxes to show you long enough, we have fixed that in our next video.
Yeah. We're showing this at 200% speed to speed up the video, so it doesn't take too long. We want to be around the 20-25 minutes mark, and after we did the first one, we decided to leave the dice a little bit longer in the box.
Yeah. Now, as you can see, Siggy's stress bot has taken 1 damage and lost 3 shields, and
you only lost a shield of Poe, and
yeah,
that one is being regenerated now. I think I did a mistake there by moving the stress bot to block Poe. There's no need to block him because he's obviously not doing any actions, but I also didn't want him to shoot me if it was possible, so I think I might deprive him of a shot by blocking him, although I'm not sure if he can clip the I don't remember if you can clip the other wiring, but you probably can. Yeah. So I would probably have better served with him on the asteroid, helping to shoot Poe instead of blocking him.
Yeah. I knew that I was going to get the Y-wing would either go past me or end up there, so I wanted to turn the ship so I could go for the other Y-wing.
That's a good choice. I should have done a one forward instead of this, I think.
And my thought was basically to try to shoot as much as possible with all the ships while they were still on the table.
The Y-wing takes Das and the Y-wing take the hull shields of Das and put the damage on it, on Poa, sorry.
Yeah.
And the bandit does nothing to Das at range 1 with a focus, so pretty unfortunate there, but the TLT Y-wing puts a point of damage through her, yes.
Yeah.
So Das is now without shields. It's very clever to mark the ships and then mess up placing them back.
Yeah. That's our signature move, right?
Yeah.
That and saying cheesy.
Cheesy. Which, by the way, we've never said.
No.
Although someone said it was our signature move. I decided to turn my Y-wing there, K-turn it, because my hope is that I can get Das on to range 2, so in front arc, so he doesn't get those bloody auto thrusters.
Yeah. My thought with the Y-wings, the turn before, why they were facing away, was to get way clear of the asteroid, and basically to start blocking Dash.
Yeah. I follow your Y-wings closely with Das. My my thought there was to have Das in range 1 of in your donut hole of the Y-wing that shoots 360, and for a couple of turns I succeed at doing that. And Das shoots at Poe and forces him to use his focus.
Yeah, 3 eyes.
Yeah. But he still loses a shield. Unfortunately, my Y-wing comes up totally blank. So I do no damage to Poe.
Yeah, and there's TLT to Poe.
I got Poe though in a position where on only 2 hull left, he's pretty much forced to a green move to regen shields, because eventually Das will catch him out if he's not careful.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a shot with the TLT there.
First the
Primary weapon.
and then the TLTs, and dice or not.
No.
Well,
you
get one of, yeah.
And another one there.
Yeah. If people are wondering why we're not throwing defense dice, if the TLT gets 2 hits and you only have 1 die, you don't need to roll it. And there goes down the first casualty of the game.
Yep.
So I've been putting all my effort into Poe. Managed to do a total of 4 hits, minus the after his regenerated shields and stuff like that, and Bjarni has been doing way better than me, taking all shields of both Das and the remaining Y-wing, and of course killing one. And here again I'm moving Das to stay in the donut hole.
Yeah, the first set of attacks and defense dice for you were 10 10 blanks.
Yeah, I rolled 12 dice, and I got I didn't get anything through. It was pretty bad. But I won't say it evened out, but it didn't totally destroy the game. Yeah. Again, Paul can use his focus to save himself because he's only been shot at by one ship. So. And the bandit gets to work on my second wiring. Takes 2 damage there.
Yeah, we apologize about the glare. We've fixed that for our
a bit, but I think more is needed. But we'll see that.
Yeah. At least you don't have the damage card sleeved in the next video.
Nope. So I managed to put they don't put any damage on Bjarni this turn. Bjarni is flying very well in the asteroid field with his bandit.
Although I do find that I'm a bit rusty now flying in asteroids.
Yeah. So yet again I can make a maneuver that saves me from the shots from the TLT to dash.
Yeah.
But the TLT works on my wiving instead. Here I am measuring if I have dash in my arc. That's going to be really important because I can use crack shot to remove one of his dice. So that is to have Poe in my arc. So it's finally dead, but all of Bjarni's crafts have
everything else is
untouched, and I'm down to down the shields on dash and have 2 hit points left on my wiving. So things are looking pretty grim.
Yeah, one of my Y-wings lost their 2 shields.
Yep.
Get a crit on
the structural damage.
And that's it for the second Y-wing.
So dash against the world. It won't be the first time that happens, and it probably won't be the last time.
Dash is pretty good at that.
Yeah. Here I'm wondering if I can get out of the arc to avoid being stressed. It does not happen, but I get a couple of damage on the stress spot.
Yep.
And I get stretched for the for my troubles, and that starts taking damage.
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about the TLT and like, is it going to be that good? I mean, it's basically guaranteed 2 damage.
Try shooting it at Suntir.
Yeah.
I think my experience with it is like almost everyone's playing. Almost everyone's playing Outers now, and it can be really hard. I played the game with this list in a vassal tournament I'm partaking in, and I faced 3 A-wings with Outers, and it was horrible. All my ships have donut holes, and all his ships have burst to get into a donut hole, and it was a really hard match. I managed to win it in the end though, but yeah. Here I move my dash to block the wiving. I know he can't turn around easily to hit me, so I can deal with the stress later. Try to chip away at his other Y-wing, and you see now that that's down to a single hull versus 3 ships.
Yeah, my idea was to get the stress pod crashing into him to keep him alive for a little while longer. I knew that if he would go away from him, he would never get a shot because he'd die before it.
Yeah, so it just bumps there. The dice are not quite in sync there for a moment, so you saw the defense dice before the attack dice. That's one of the things that we are working on with this, so we are aware of that, and we're hoping to do better in the future. The bandit is going on with the debris field. His only mission is to get Dash in his arc, because it's over when that happens, and since Dash is still stressed, he has no actions, and I get the shields off the bandit, and Bjarni rolls blanks, so Dash survives a bit longer, but I think he won't escape those arcs. Gives it a try though, and I fail to kill the bandit. Bandit does nothing, but the Y-wing will come through and double stress, and this is the game.
Yeah.
So this has been another episode of the Outer Rim Smugglers. My name is Siggi.
My name is Bjarni.
Thanks for watching.
Dum 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 dum